Tesla CEO Elon Musk slamming the S&P 500 ESG. The ESG is kind of a woke social governance index after Tesla was actually cut from that index, even though a lot of oil companies are on it. Let's get reaction now from Strategic Wealth Partners investment strategist Luke Lloyd and the Expert Press CEO Dave Maney. Good to see you both. Dave, I'll come to you first. For those who don't know, and frankly, I didn't know a lot about this index, it is kind of the epitome of the woke crowd in the corporate world. And if you're on that index, you're considered to be politically correct and woke, whatever terminology you want to use. Here's Elon's tweet, if we can put it up on the screen here. Exxon is rated top 10 best in world for environment, social, and governance by S&P 500, while Tesla didn't make it. ESG is a scam. It has been weaponized by phony social justice warriors. Doesn't he have a point?
There's an element of truth in it. I think, like all things, it started out as an aim to promote what we could probably agree are worthy goals. Whether we think it's the right way to do it or not is a different thing. But when you get to that point where, you take a guy who is, I think we could all agree that nobody on the planet has done more to advance the cause and make possible the cause of the electric vehicle, kind of the number one enemy and target, or the internal combustion engine, the number one enemy and target for the climate change crowd. Nobody on the planet has done more to make electric vehicles a reality. And to have them turn on him just at the moment when he kind of emerges as somewhat of a thinker in the free market, free speech crowd, certainly is ironic, if nothing else. And
well,
so
I think hypocritical. You use the word ironic. I mean, Luke, the point is that the word hypocritical comes to my mind because, as Dave outlined very clearly, it is the number one green company in the world in terms of what it's done against the internal combustion engine. I mean, it is the electric car company, and for them to be stripped out of that woke index shows that it's all politics. It's the same as the Biden administration saying they want to cut down on fossil fuels here, and then they go to Venezuela, which produces fossil fuels in a much dirtier fashion, trying to fill the gap that we have left because of their attacks here on fossil fuels.
I wouldn't just call it hypocritical. I'd call it absolutely ludicrous, too. I mean, Elon's companies essentially are exactly what ESG was supposed to be about. But in reality, ESG investing is just a fancy term used by asset managers to try and get people excited about investing money with them. So look, if you dig deep into most of these ESG funds, it's basically an overpriced S&P 500 fund. I mean, ESG investing didn't come as a way to invest to make the world a better place. It came as another way to make money from investors. What does social and governance even mean? That could have thousands of different definitions, right? And the reason Elon Musk got kicked out of some of these ESG funds was only because people aren't agreeing with Elon Musk's political and social takes, so his companies don't fit the social or governance aspects of ESG. So again, hypocritical and absolutely ludicrous.
Well, Dave, he's not going to make the situation any better by his tweet yesterday afternoon, which admits that in the past I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party, but they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaigns against me unfold. That's not going to make him in any better position with the ESG index, is it?
No, it isn't. And look, I can't say I'm fully on board with the notion that that it has no merit or that it's purely a political construct. I don't think it is, but I think they do. I think that index and that world of ESG investing, that does it a tremendous disservice to say, gee, as soon as you disagree with us politically, then you can't be on our index. Because that then sort of says there was no value in promoting diversity, and there was no value in promoting, better governance or more open governance. And I think that's sort of wrong, but clearly the hypocrisy of the index itself has been stripped away.
All right. I think they've been hypocritical right from the get-go, political right from the get-go, but that's just me. Dave, Luke, good to see you, my friends. Thank you very much.